3, 2, 1.
I'm just going to show you how to set up and run the archery kind of footnotes of it. So you have your class back behind this line right here. We'll call this the waiting area. You'll have them divided up into shooting groups. Right now we just have one target set up, but if you had 3 targets set up, we'd have 3 groups so that you only have 3 people shooting at one time. So everyone's back here waiting. We have a whistle command. 2 whistles means get bow. So your group, first person, will get a bow off the bow rack, will go stand on the shooting line and wait for further instructions. So it'll look like this. Normally we would have the bow rack set up here. They would grab one, they come to the line, they will straddle the line. Not yet. And they will wait with bow on toe. So the bottom of his bow will be right on his front toe. You'll wait for your other shooters to look like this. Once your shooters look like this, you'll have a 3 whistle command, or sorry, excuse me, a 1 whistle command, and that is shoot. So right now we have 4 arrows in our quiver, so that means our shooter will shoot 4 arrows at their own pace. It'll look just like this. He makes sure to load his arrow with the bow pointing down, so that in case something were to happen, the bow and the arrow would shoot straight into the ground. He will take the arrow with the odd colored fletching. So we have 2 white and 1 green facing out away from the bow. The knot right here will go underneath the knot locator, which is this little white dot on the bow right here. All right, let's see if he can load his bow properly. Do you want to shoot? Go ahead and load your bow. Notice he has it pointing down, the arrow is resting, he's ready to go. So I'll give the 1 whistle command. He will shoot all 4 arrows at his own pace. Once he's done shooting all 4, he will place his bow back on the bow rack and wait on the shooting line until all the shooters have completed shooting.
In this case, he'll shoot him quickly.
Some tips you could give your shooters here are make sure your index finger of your draw hand is at the corner of your mouth, and then when you release, let your hand kind of go back across your face. Make sure both eyes are open. Keep the bow steady. It should feel like the string is slipping out of your hand as opposed to you kind of throwing it forward. So our shooter is done shooting. He puts his bow back on the bow rack, which for right now is the ground, and he comes back to the shooting line. The shooting line, the shooting line. All the shooters have completed shooting, meaning there's no arrows left to be shot. You'll blow the whistle 3 times. That's go get arrows. Each shooter will go down to their target, pull out all the arrows that hit the target. They do it 1 at a time, making sure nobody's behind them, so we don't want to have any eye pokes behind. He'll walk his arrows back, put them in the quiver, and then go back to the waiting area. So 3 whistles. He walks down. As the teacher, you want to be down here when they're getting your arrows out, just to make sure we don't have any issues with getting the arrows out. You're also looking behind the curve to see if there's any arrows back here. Let's see what's one right here. You see our shooter here puts the arrows on top of the target while he collects them, and he bundles them up, puts his hands low, 2 hands on the arrows, back in the quiver. He goes back to the waiting area. And then your next shooter is up. So it would be 2 whistles. And the whole process would start over yet again. He straddles it, bow on toe. He's ready to go. We'll give the one whistle command to shoot. He loads his bow. Arrow always pointing down. Something this shooter's doing that our first one didn't is he has all 3 fingers underneath the arrow, which is what is recommended, to have all 3 fingers underneath. Let the thumb and pinky just kind of relax. You can kind of hear the snap of the arrow as it goes into the string. Our shooter is steady, he's breathing, and again, he shoots at his own pace. So there's no rush to shoot, but obviously the quicker your groups shoot, the more shooting you get to get done in the class. He's done, he puts his arrow or his bow back on the bow rack, goes and waits on the shooting line. We'll give the 3 whistle command for go get arrows. Teacher walks down with. Hold down one more time. You see how he puts one hand, kind of raise the target, and pull the arrow out with the other, going straight back. That'll preserve our targets, so we don't have to buy new ones all the time. Check behind the curtain. Walks him back. And he goes back behind the waiting area. So that's how to set up archery, very simple. Stress the safety. I'll have this booklet right here, it's a little pocket guide. Has all the instructions on how to run the range, some safety tips, some cues that you can use as teaching points. And if you have any questions, let me know.